Hello, welcome back. The title of this lesson is called Measuring Angles. This is part 1. So in the last lesson, we've learned what a right angle is, what an acute angle is, and also what an obtuse angle is. Remember, it's all related to if you're smaller or larger than 90 degrees, or if you're exactly equal to 90 degrees. In this lesson, we're going to actually measure the angle measure between two rays. We're going to measure it with an instrument called a protractor. So let's say that I'm taking a look at this angle on the board. What I'm really doing when I try to find the angle measure here is I'm trying to basically figure out how open these rays are. If this ray here, IJ, were actually not here, if it were really close to this one here, then we would say this is a very small angle because it's not very open. And the more and more and more open it gets, the larger the angle measure. If you get to straight up and down, it's a 90-degree angle measure. And if you go past 90 degrees, then you get over here, actually straight across, is called 180 degrees. So basically, this is small angles getting bigger, 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 bigger as we go like this. The more open the rays are, the larger the angle. Now, if you want to measure this angle here, we have something called a protractor. What you do is you put the corner of the angle, call it the vertex, right there, and then we line one of the rays up here, and then the other ray kind of extends through the measurement device, and we read it here. Now we have a couple of different number scales. I know you can't really read this. I'm going to show you, I'm going to blow it up here. But basically what you do is you read the position of this ray off of the numbers that are here. Now again, I know it's almost impossible for you to see that, so what I've done here is I've redrawn it down below. We have the same angle here. Here's H, here's I, and here's J, and we've redrawn it down with my protractor on top of it, and so you can read the angles a little bit more clearly. Now, in order to solve the problem, we want to give three things. I want to give the name of the angle, the measurement of the angle in degrees, and also the classification. In other words, we want to write down if it's an acute angle, an obtuse angle, or a 90-degree right angle. All right, first things first, let's take a look at this. What is the name of this angle? So we have H here, we have I here, and we have J here. So I'm going to call this angle H, I, J. Now, it's important for you to know when you name angles, you can name it HIJ or you can name it JIH. That's totally fine. You can name it in any order you want, but the I here, the center, we call it the vertex of the angle, has to be in the middle. So either HIJ or JIH, but I has to be in the middle. Now let's skip over the measurement to the classification. If you notice that if you were to go straight up and down from here, the number here goes right through 90 degrees. So if the angle were up and down, then it would be a 90-degree right angle, and it would be called a right angle. This is larger than that. You can see the numbers are larger here in black. So is this an acute or an obtuse angle? This is an obtuse angle. And we know it's obtuse just because we know that it's bigger than 90 degrees. That's it. Now, the only thing we have left to do is write down the actual measurement. If you look at the numbers here, 0, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, then 100, but this ray is right between 100 and 110. It may be hard for you to see there, but this is exactly between 100 and 110, which means it's going to be exactly 105. So the angle measure here is 105, and for degrees, we put a little circle here. The little circle means we're measuring degrees, 105 degrees. Now, you might say, well, what are these numbers in blue here? That's because basically you have to read whichever scale makes sense. You know this angle is bigger than 90 degrees, so you know you have to read the number off that's bigger than 90 degrees. This other number between, here's 70 and here's 80, between 70 and 80 would be 75. Basically, this inner scale, the blue scale, is telling me how many degrees from this zero over here. So basically, this angle here is 105 degrees from this ray over here, but from this one over here, if I were measuring from a ray over here, it would actually be 75 degrees. So the blue scale measures from the right 0 point here, this angle measure, and then the black scale measures from this. But the simple way to do it is when you're looking at the angle, you know if it's acute or obtuse. So you read the correct number off the outside, as we have done here. And I'll show you as we go into the next couple of problems. All right, so let's take a look at the next problem. All right, so here we have an angle, JKL. L, right? And I can name it JKL or I can name it LKJ, but K has to be in the middle. Right now, if I wanted to measure it, I would put a protractor on top and I would line it up and I would read the position of this ray. So that's what I've done down here so you can read it more easily. This is the exact same angle. The vertex K goes in the center. And then I need to basically read the position of this ray right here. Now, how would I call this angle? JKL. You put a little angle symbol. This symbol means angle. JKL. Or if I wanted to, I could call it angle LKJ. All right, now is this acute or obtuse? Well, straight up and down here would be 90 degrees. This is larger than that, so just like last time, this is also obtuse. Now, what is the measurement of this guy? We have to look and see what numbers we see. Well, here is 130 degrees in black, exactly. And my other choice is 50 degrees. Of course, it can't be 50 because that would be an acute angle. This is an obtuse angle. It has to be larger than 90. So we have to write down 130 degrees. And the little degree bubble means that you're measuring degrees. Now, what would be this 50-degree angle measure? That would be if I wanted to know the angle from here to this 0 point would be 50 degrees. That's why the blue numbers are there. So we ignore that and we write down 130 degrees. And of course, it's an obtuse angle. All right, let's move on to the next problem here. We have an angle here. What would we name this angle? We could call it PQR. Or we could call it RQP. Either way is fine. So we put our protractor on top, which is what we have here, and we're going to call this angle PQR. PQR. I call it PQR. You can call it angle RQP if you'd like. Now, is this acute or obtuse? Well, if you think about it, this is one of the rays. A 90-degree ray would be going straight up and down here, and this is way smaller than that. So this is way smaller than 90 degrees. So this is acute. So now we have to measure the angle here. What choices do we have? Here's 10 in blue and 20. Right in the middle is 15 degrees, right? What is my other choice? Here's 160 and 170, so 165. But 165 is way bigger than 90. That's obtuse. We know this is not an obtuse angle. It's a very small angle. It has to be 15 degrees, right between 10 and 20. So we write down 15 degrees. And that's the final answer. So angle PQR at 15 degrees is an acute angle. All right, here's the next problem. We have this angle here. We put our protractor on top. First of all, how would we name this angle? We could either call it angle XYZ or we could call it angle ZYX. And so for this one, I'm going to call it angle symbol XYZ. But again, you could go the other way. Y has to be in the middle as you see it here. Now, what is the measurement here? We measure from this ray up to this one. What are the numbers? It goes right through 90 on the black and it goes through 90 on the blue. Why is that? Because the blue is measuring the angles from here, and that's 90 degrees, and the black is measuring the angles if I was coming from the other side, and that makes sense because 90 degrees is straight up and down, so it should be 90 this way and 90 this way. And that also tells us that if you have an angle go all the way over flat to the other side, 90 plus 90 is 180, and that's why you have 180 in blue and also 180 in blue. But this angle goes through 90, so we call it 90 degrees. What kind of angle is a 90-degree angle? We call that a right angle. Any angle that goes up and down like that, 90 degrees, we call it a right angle. All right, next problem. What do we call this angle? We could call it angle ABC, or we could call it angle CBA. But either way, B has to be in the middle, so we call it angle ABC. Call it ABC. Now, is this an acute angle or an obtuse angle? The right angle would be straight up here to 90 degrees. This is larger than that. It's way larger. So this has to be an obtuse angle. Now, what angle measure is it? As we go over here and read, we have two choices. We can choose 20 degrees or 160 degrees. It has to be 160 degrees because it's an obtuse angle. It's bigger than 90, so we have to read 160. That's the angle measures from this side. What does the 20 degree mean? That means that would be the angle from here down to here. That would be a 20 degree angle, a very small angle from here to here. This is a 160 degree angle measure, so it's obtuse angle. And here is our last problem. What angle do we have here? We could call it DEF, or we could call it angle FED. You can call it either one you want. I'm going to call it angle DEF. And then we're going to ask ourselves, is this obtuse or acute? Well, a right angle would be here, but this is larger than that, so it has to be obtuse. And then we ask ourselves, what numbers are we going to read? As we look here, this is 20, 30, this is 40, so right between 30 and 40, this is 35 degrees, but it can't be 35 degrees because this is an obtuse angle. So what's this reading here? 150 and 140, right between 140 and 150 is 145. So it has to be 145 degrees. So what we're saying is the angle measured between this ray and this ray is 145, but if I were instead measuring from here down, it would be actually this other reading, which is 35 degrees there. So this is 145 degrees. So that is how we measure angles. We look at one ray and we use the protractor to read the degree markings off to the other ray. We just have to be a little careful about which scale do we read, and that's why we have to learn what acute and obtuse angles are, what a 90-degree angle is, so you know how to read the protractor. I'd like you to practice all of these yourself, and then follow me on to the next lesson. We'll get a little more practice with measuring angles.